On guys, Phantom KV with today's latest Old Few comic, and today is the latest from Few. We have the Phantom's World, none of the last ever Phantom's World from this series, and hopefully we get to see this in the regular Phantom run. And there is featuring classic 60s Italian stories. So the first one where we are going to be having a look at is the Wild Olympics. This takes off from, as we all know, a very old story called the Jungle Olympics. So this story has obviously art by, I think, Romando Felmang, is it? Yeah, I'm guessing it's Romando Felmang. You can tell because of the way he draws Diana and his female subjects. So this is basically a story which takes off from the Jungle Olympics, an old story which was obviously done by Lee Falk. And this story is obviously art by Romando Felmang. You can tell because how he's drawn the people, and yeah, it's just, I reckon it was a good story. It goes for, I think, 30 odd pages, I think 20 odd pages, something like that. And it's where the Phantom gathers all these Olympic athletes, and they have to go up against the champions from the jungle people. So the tribes from every jungle people, every tribe has a champion and is facing off against these athletic Olympians who have, basically, they're professional, they're going in it, they're winning nearly at every Olympics, and then these jungle people come in and smash them, basically. And so the first challenge they have to do is archery, and then we have javelin, we have swimming, we have running, and there's a whole lot of drama happening in this story because the Phantom has to go save this guy who literally could get eaten by a crocodile. Yes, that's not a good way to end your life. So the Phantom saves him, and they all say thank you. The Phantom actually apologizes for putting them in danger, and then the big contract guy thinks he can try and get some of the jungle people to come on to try and do some Olympic stuff. So yeah, the next one, Tiger's Claw. I didn't really get this one. I'm guessing it's about a tiger's claw that could possibly lead to death. Now, I didn't really... this story in particular, I didn't really get as much. I didn't really follow much of the story. I read it, but I don't think I liked it. It's an old, I think, Fratelli Sparrow one, but again, I don't think I liked it. I don't think the art is pretty good, I'll give it that, but the story, into my retrospective, I don't think I liked it that much because I couldn't actually follow what was happening that much. It just went from one scene to another, and that's how things are supposed to go, but there was a lot of action, gets right into the action right at first go, and yeah, it's just that you could say that I didn't like it, but in other words, you could say that there's a whole lot of things happening, and when that coincides a bit with the art, there's sometimes that it's going to be good, sometimes that it's going to be bad, and sometimes even horrible. That's just my own opinion on it. If you have this book and you are reading it, let me know your opinions down in the comment section below. Now we have The Curse Without Name. So we finished that story, we are on to this one. Now I liked this one. It's a 1968 Fratelli Spada comic, and so good. I loved it. I absolutely love this. It's about relatedly, there's a pandemic that is affecting these animals, and doesn't that sound familiar? That's what Dudley Hoagland said. Doesn't that sound familiar? Pandemic? This one. This story. Yep. And so we will move on. So this one is obviously it's created by a genetic scientist, and not the one I'm talking about that's happening right now, but this comic book, the story actually of it. It's a good story, I reckon. I don't know why they would write something with an epidemic in it, or epidemic or something like that, but it features this old guy who is a scientist who is wanting to basically ruin people's lives, obviously, and he actually, I think, dies, and the Phantom has to try and get rid of him, but actually tries to save them, but he falls down from the crater. And then we move on to the Phantom trying to control this epidemic, and he does a good job. Now the next story we're talking about is The Condemned Island. Now this story, it's an alright story, I guess, but one of the big motives of it is a big volcano. This old guy, the wise guy, is waiting for this prophecy to reveal itself. So it's about these white guys. They come to an island, they back off on early in the story, they rob a trader's store, and in the jungle they get all the money, they go to another island, they escape the Phantom. That's what they think they have done. And then they, in a few scenes, we will see, and they escape the Phantom again, but then they get help from the Phantom, and the island explodes because of the prophecy. And that's where we leave it. And then I realized when I was reading it just then that this actual scene, this actual picture right here is, I'm guessing, in color. It's a very I'm guessing it's a very famous picture, and I didn't really know that it came from a Fratelli Spada comic. So yeah, that's a little bit of history that I learned today with these comics. Now we have a card sale. Enjoy Supernova prices without the Supernova. So if you haven't heard, Supernova will be running in August, 2 months, a 2-month prolonging from mid-June, and so if you are just putting some card deals out for you, so boxes are $90 each, packs are $4 each, and Slyberry CDs, like cards, are $30, and the carton cards are $40. So if you want to get into this, get into it. I'm not into it. I don't collect them, but I do collect the file cards, which I haven't got any of them for a very long time. Another ad on the back page is better to stare into the tiger's eyes than into the cold eyes of the angry Phantom. So if you would like to get this comic from Few, it's the Triad Saga. It's all in color, plus a brand new story of the Tiger Queen sequel written by Andrew Contestant and illustrated by Armando Felmang. That you can get that at Few at www.phantomcomic.com.au for $30 plus postage. or get it from your local comic shop. Old Jungle saying. If you have enjoyed this comic review, leave a like, share, comment down below. If you have been enjoying the Phantom World specials and single issues when they were being coming out. And as always, keep Phantom caving and keep safe from the pandemic that is affecting us right now. And see yous.